What it is, y'all, it is Deem. I am your host, Deem by any means. And I keep telling y'all, I'm gonna keep coming with the heat. Hey, listen, if you're watching this, if you hear this, I really appreciate you taking the time to rock with me. I hope y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Help me build my channel. I try to respond to everybody if I can. I know the bigger my channel become, the harder that'll be. But just know that if I don't get to you, it's not on purpose. But I really, really appreciate y'all rocking with me, whether you agree with me or don't agree with me. I just appreciate the dialogue. I want to say this, y'all. Hassan Campbell, let me holler at you, big dog. That stunt that you pulled the other day, whether it was real or fake, you out front of the project screaming at the top of your lungs, got a knife behind your back, out there yelling, saying you're going to do this and you're going to do that, man. You are the problem, sir. Of how the older generation has failed the young generation. They have failed us. Not just the drugs, not just the drug dealing, but the mindset. The wanting to have rims on the car, wanting to be that bull, wanting to have all the females. Y'all failed us. You got gray in your hair and you still out here trying to act like you tough, my guy. And all that wind up doing is getting you shot. All that wind up doing is getting you shot. That's not man stuff. That's not nothing Malcolm X and Martin Luther King would have did. You shouting in the camera every day, all the time I see you. But you ain't front of Africa Bambaataa house like that with the knife behind your back. You know the person that actually violated you. All of these old heads, man, they failed this, man. You got 60-year-olds and 50-year-olds and 70-year-olds out here talking about they started this and they Bloods and Crips. You got the guy from Detroit that was a hitman. He laughing at how he used to commit murder. This what we pushing? Who killed Tupac? And who was really like that back in the day? Y'all got grandkids out here talking about somebody not like that. Look where that got Suge Knight. Look at all the old heads. Look at them. You got dudes in jail in their 50s and 60s still preying on the young guys instead of trying to give them game. Trying to fondle them. Take their commissary. They haven't done nothing to help us, man. We are your sons. We are your grandsons, and this how y'all carry it? Hassan Campbell old enough to be somebody's grandfather right now. And you out there yelling in the projects, the same projects you grew up in, talking about anybody can get in and you'll lay everybody down. Why is you talking like this as a 50-something-year-old man, a 40-something-year-old man, a 60-something-year-old man? Y'all guys are disgraces. Y'all not helping us. Y'all failed your own children with this BS mindset. And wonder why the young guys is out here, all they know is gangbanging. All they know is shootouts. All they know is murder because they wasn't taught nothing else. That was what was idolized in the 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, y'all forget all the rappers we grew up liking, y'all, they in their 50s now. You know? They in their 50s now. And haven't paved the way. The young generations have got worse. You got Lil Durk out here still talking about gangbanging, killer ops. Lil Durk is 30 years old. It's a shame, man. Hassan Campbell, you are the problem, sir. Got his TV turned off. Got his snot box rocked. Well, you almost got your TV turned. Like the fact that somebody was that willing to shoot you that easily lets you know how bad the world is that we live in. You out here playing games, but the only person that's playing is you. What Ice Cube tells Smokey? You out here playing, but ain't nobody else playing but you. We got babies out here dying. And you got older guys still out here trying to figure out how tough they is after you have spent years behind the wall away from your children. And then wonder why they get out and we don't respect y'all because y'all old heads don't got nothing. Y'all don't show no game. Y'all still trying to be that bull. Instead of, you got, and no offense, shout out to Floyd Money Mayweather, but you still got people like Floyd Money Mayweather. Every chance he get, he got to have a microphone. Can't let Carmel Moulton and Gervonta Davis have a shine. Get out the way, man, because you in the way. Get out the way because you are in the way, sir. You are not helping these young kids lose that loser mindset. Disgrace, man. This don't make y'all sick to your stomach. You got gray in your beard, and you out here talking about how tough you is and how many body, and you was locked up for catching body. Who cares? I'm from Chester. Some of the softest dudes when we was in high school got bodies now. I'm from Philly. Some of the softest dudes I grew up with, stone cold murderers now. What that mean? But they respect people like me that been the way we was the whole time. What's up, Dean? What's good? How you doing, my guy? You know what I tell him? Yo, bro, stay safe out here. Man, get out these streets, bro. It ain't worth it. That's what I tell him. I tell every young man I see, 16, 17, 15, I rap with them. If they got some nice sneakers on or they doing something that I'm new to, hey, yo, youngest, what's that? Where you get that from? Oh, I like that. What y'all be into now? Oh, big home. And they got a certain respect level for me in my neighborhood. Nah, that's Dean. That's big dog. Like, they don't even look at me like they look at all the other dudes that's in their 30s and all that. Because they know I ain't on no dumb stuff. Still dress fly, but they see me with my kid. They see me handling business. They see me with a smile on my face every time I greet them, whether I feel like smiling or not. They know that thing on my side too, but I don't promote that to them. They know I used to be in the streets and all that stuff too. It's well known, but I don't promote that to them. That's not what I'm talking to them about. That's not what I would want them doing. It's all lies, young man. All this shit is lies. They don't want you to get your credit up. They don't want you to start your own business. They don't want you to think it's cool to be a farmer and grow your own products and make your own clothes. They want you to hate your brother. That's why the old heads got so much beef amongst themselves. They still out here talking about who was really in the gang and who not. You got Cowboy, Nipsey Hussle, homie, all out here over the streets. Man, you ain't really like that. You ain't pull up in the neighborhood. What neighborhood? The neighborhood y'all couldn't protect Nipsey in? That neighborhood? You mean you who stood behind the door while he was getting murdered? You wasn't like that day neither. Y'all let that man kick Nipsey in his head. I want to hear none of that, man. Got Hassan Campbell out here acting a whole fool and been acting a fool for years now. But ain't acting like that to the person that victimized them. All this stuff is for clout. You got grown men out here in their 50s and 60s are doing things for clout. Young men, I need you to hear me. They're cowards. They're lames. Don't ever strive to be nothing like these guys. Your children should be ashamed of you that you out there risking your life trying to prove something and you almost got your life taken away from them. When you should have been in there teaching them their homework and ABCs. You almost lost your life trying to prove something that ain't going to be proven. Them young dudes don't respect you, my guy. You can't change that. They do not respect you because they know you full of it. Got Wack 100 out here in everybody's business. Got all these gay sex tapes in his catalog out here in everybody's business. And that man like 50 years old. Face looking like a chocolate. Face look over there looking like a Chip Ahoy. Face out here looking like the back of a Nestle Crunch bar. And he up here just promoting all dumb stuff. If it's somebody snitching, Wack 100 know the story about it. If somebody got shot, Wack 100 know the story about it. But Wack 100 ain't out here talking to these kids about them being nothing like him. I'm Pyru. You 50 years old. That's what you are. You're a 50-year-old man that's a couple years away from getting your AARP card. You're about to be able to collect Social Security and you still talking about you out here on Pyru. You're a coward. You made these young man, if you gangbanging right now, you're going the cowardly way. That is cowardly. These gangbanging dudes ain't got no love for you, youngster. They ain't got no love for you. The minute that you catch a body, they gonna snitch on you. They want to talk about you got Crip Mac in them out here, big tattoos all over their face. Crip Mac is in his mid-30s, still out here getting DP'd. You crazy? Or maybe I'm crazy, youngsters, because I don't want to see you dead in the street, because I don't want to see you stuck in the hood your whole life, because I don't want to see you continue to sell drugs, because I don't want to see you throwing up a flag that don't care nothing about you, or your mama, or your sisters, or your cousins, or your kids, or your baby mom, or your best friend. You know that friend you used to have, but you had to stop hanging with him because he chose to go to college and you wanted to go sit up here and gangbang? Yeah, we all had those, right? You know that friend that told you, man, come on, man. Bro, don't, man, stop hanging with them dudes. Nah, man, bro, I know what it is. Yeah, we all know those stories, right? Wack 100 and Hassan Campbell, man, y'all the scum of the earth, my guys. Y'all got y'all business and everybody else's business that ain't none of your business. I'm going to say it again. Y'all got y'all business and everybody else's business that ain't your business. Y'all know how to tell these kids everything else but how to do the right thing. Y'all know how to teach these kids everything else but to have pride in themselves. Y'all know how to teach these kids everything else, how to be hard in the street and how much time you done did in prison. Like, that's actually cool. All going to prison mean you was stupid enough to get caught, dummy. Everybody behind jail, everybody that's in jail is not half as smart as they thought they was. Because if they was, they wouldn't be where they at. 26 years later, 27, 28 years later, we still talking about Tupac and Biggie. Can y'all let them men rest, please? It's over. We know what happened. Those men died when I was a child. I got children my age that I was when they died. I don't want to hear about that, man. Rest in peace to those brothers. Because they was fooled too. And I know if Tupac was here, he would tell every young man, don't be like me. Don't get tricked out of your spot. Y'all some cowards, man. Hassan Campbell and Wack 100 running around here, running their mouth, arguing on Clubhouse. What you want to do? What you want to do, nigga? I'm Pyru. Where you at? I'll pull up. And you're 50 still talking about you going to pull up on somebody. Don't sit your old ass down. Go take your goddamn medicine. You hear me, yo? These motherfuckers got to take medicine by a certain time and they out here talking tough. Young man, I care about you. Because I'll never promote even all the gangster stuff I done did, the street stuff I did. I never try to brag on that. Like it's cool. Want my daughter dating no nigga like that can't even see that he going down the dark path, that can't even see that he got God in him, that he could be much more than just a street nigga. If I hear somebody else say that they a street nigga or a hood nigga one more time, ladies, if you hear a man say that he a street nigga or a hood nigga, run away. Young guys, if you hear a nigga talk about he a street nigga, he a hood nigga, he a real nigga, get the fuck away from him. How about be a good man? How about be a great father? How about I'm a great friend? Let's start with that. Can we start with that, please? Y'all want to know why the world is where it's at, especially in us as the black community? Y'all want to know why young guys out here are pulling a trigger in broad daylight? They record themselves catching murders. They pissing on dead ops grave sites. They go into slapping their moms, terrorizing their family members. You want to know why? Because their fathers and grandfathers promoted the same exact thing. When you got fathers and grandfathers out here like Wack 100 and Hassan Campbell, these little children are doomed. My grandfather would never. One thing about the old school gangsters, I know they would never talk the stuff that y'all talking. First of all, the old school gangsters wouldn't even have been on the internet because they were smart enough to know that that's definitely a quick way to go to prison. I want to thank the street dudes that told me, Dean, don't come on this block no more until you go to school. What you want to be stupid? The block ain't going nowhere. Do not come out here before 3 o'clock or we going to punch on you. Simple as that. And I listened. Not because I was scared of them, because I respected them, that they cared and didn't want me to be like them. One of the only young dudes that could be out there on the block. I was 14, 15, 16 on my mama, on my kids out there on the block with dudes my age right now. It was the only young boy that was allowed to. One of the few, me and my homies. Because they seen the maturity in us. We actually listened. We actually knew what to do when the police come. Who raised y'all? Who raised y'all? I forgot the Wack 100 and Hassan Campbells. That's the type of guys that raised us. Yes, it is. Why you think Blueface out here acting crazy? You think Wack 100 really giving that boy some game? Because if he was, he wouldn't be having tattoos all his face and definitely wouldn't be with Krishan Rock all in the damn tabloids every damn where. They the first people that got something to say when something negative is going on, when somebody's snitching, when somebody get murdered. But they ain't got nothing to say about us getting reparations. They ain't got nothing to say about how we getting treated unfairly as Black Americans. They ain't got no. You don't never hear Wack 100 denouncing gangbanging, saying it's the dumbest thing that was ever created. It's the most destructive thing that was ever created. Worse than drugs. Because at least back in the 70s and 60s, when people were still using drugs, then we had a certain sense of pride in ourselves still. Got Hassan Campbell out here yelling at 8 in the goddamn morning outside of the projects. Yelling at the top of his lung with a goddamn knife, like somebody about to knife fight you, sir. That's how out of touch you are. We in 2023, sir. You think these young guys about to knife fight you, sir? Is you crazy? You gotta be. That's why you was in the hospital. I love y'all, man. I ain't gonna never preach dumb stuff. I ain't gonna never teach our kids that all of this Gator booze with the pimped out Gucci's. I ain't gonna never teach them that any of that is cool, because it's not. Being educated is cool. Being a family man is cool. Taking care of your mother is cool. Making sure your sisters are straight is cool. As a man, it ain't no better feeling when you know your sisters, your auntie, your girl cousins, your mother can call you if they need something and you got it. It ain't about nothing. Nah, cuz I don't want it back. You got it. Nah, sis, take that. Matter of fact, take this too. It feel good when you can protect your women, when you can protect your nieces and your nephews, when you can protect your little brother, when you can protect your homies the right way. Ain't a better feeling than seeing your mans go off and be successful at something that you helped put him on to. Ain't no better feeling in the world than seeing somebody you care about have a family and prosper in life. Big screen TVs in the house, entertainment center, dinner getting cooked, lasagna in the oven. Nice car out front, and it ain't illegal. And if it is illegal, he's still trying to do it the best way he can, but not promoting this stupid stuff. I'm tired of it. Y'all want to blame the white man? I do too. But I'm going to blame you too, because as an old head that claim you're so educated, got so much to say about everybody else, you should know better. You see what they do for views? Shout out to Rosenberg Raw, the battle rapper. Look what they do for views. I holla at y'all. Ding. By any means. Y'all know what it is.